What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Jump. Mr. Richard Williams is back at it again with some level of controversy, and we saw that his daughter in his previous marriage called him a deadbeat dad. We talked about that in the last episode that I did, but now some unfortunate news has surfaced about Mr. Richard and his Florida home. Now, his Florida home, he married a younger woman, okay, and he is now in his 70s, and for what I understand, he is incapacitated because of some strokes. He cannot talk now. But around that time, his ex-wife, his estranged wife, who was like 30 years younger than him, forged her name on a deed and took out a loan or transferred the name into her property. She did this without his permission. Now, before he got into that situation, there are some sources that show that he was trying to get rid of her and leave her at that time, but somehow she maneuvered her way into stealing money from the home. Some sources say that she used that money to set up a trucking company that failed soon thereafter. Now, payments were not made on that loan, and subsequently, that home is going to be foreclosed on. Now, he's now living with one of his sons, who is no stranger to the criminal system himself. And that is where Mr. Williams finds himself. But I have a question, because there are many ladies that have this fundamental problem with black men dating women from other overseas. You hear it all the time that, you black men out there, if you go to Brazil, these women want you for your money, okay? If you go to Africa and get a woman, these women want you for your money. So they don't really want you, they want you for your money. And then you hear stories like this, and I'm asking, the people out there, so who wants who for the money again? Like, let's have a conversation about that, because whenever I hear about an African-American man getting taken to the bank or having his money taken from him, okay, you hear it in terms of some other African-American doing it for him. All right? Like, I understand that African-Americans, marry each other because of, that's they're close in proximity. But please do not beat me with the stick. When we talk about child support, please do not beat me with that stick when we talk about foreclosing homes, stealing properties, okay, taking money from people. And then you get mad at these guys if they want to, go to another community. That's another thing too, these white women are just going to take your money. If you marry them, they're just going to take your money. And then you see something like this, and this is what's happening because you have a younger woman taking money away from a man, okay? Ruining the money that he's worked for himself, okay? So I think I want to address that. Women everywhere in the world will like money. If it's Brazil, okay, if it's Colombia, if it's Uganda, it doesn't matter. I believe, though, what happens is that money, if you have it in those places, it's less likely that these things will happen if you're dealing with a lady in those countries. Okay, so that's my defense for that. But I also want to talk about, vetting people. Now, I know we talk about vetting women, and there's no real process of how to vet a woman all the way, because you just don't know what people are thinking. You're just not a good judge of character for that. But I would say this, that if you are an older man and you are 70 something and the woman is 30 years younger than you, then you have to really look at, why is that woman dealing with me? Okay, I know a lot of guys want to believe that you're just in such a great shape and women love you and women want you because it's you. But why is that woman dealing with you? Like, who are the kind of guys that she dealt with before she dealt with a man that's 30 years older than you? That right there is enough to tell the story. And I think a lot of times with black men, here is another example of black men dealing with somebody that shouldn't be in the social class. That's the fundamental issue here. And we're going to keep coming back to that and keep revolving around that, because here's a problem. You have a guy that had some money. You had a woman who didn't know how to manage money, that had nothing to offer but the fact that she was younger than him. And again, here we have another example of a black man whose money grows before he's intelligent enough for it to catch up to him. And I do believe that while he's a great tennis coach, he helped his daughters do a lot of great things, he's still dealing with people that are below his class. And how many black men have to get taken to the bank before you realize that? Okay? Before you realize that, no, you don't have to trade in your money for her beauty. You don't have to trade that in because she's 30 years younger than you. You know that you don't have to do that, right? You don't have to provide for those people who are not worth being provided for. And again, it comes to a point that there are many guys, and I've seen it so many times in the black community. You have went to work. You have busted your behind. Okay? You have become somebody in life just to provide for a woman that doesn't need to be there. Okay? Here's a woman that doesn't deserve to be there. I'm not saying all women, because there are some women that do deserve to be there and they would actually appreciate it. And that's what guys are doing. Guys get with a woman and then provide for the wrong woman, then get upset. Then you completely miss out on your opportunity to get with the woman that's more or less on your level, that's in your social class, that you're able to do something with. And see, that's where I'm at right now in life. Many times I've dealt with a woman that shouldn't be there. You know, I'm taking care of her. I'm investing my time into her. I'm investing some knowledge into her. And the woman's just not capable of doing the right thing. This is the case of Richard Williams. She's really the whole time showing you that, okay, she's trying to get your money before you die, and then taking the loans out, and now you're going to be foreclosed on because you didn't pick the right person. You dealt with her based on everything but for the fact that you guys had something in common outside of the bedroom. You know, that's what it is. And then when it happens, you know, then it's a problem. But, you know, I don't want to hear anybody talking about any woman. Oh, well, you know, these women overseas, all they want is for your money. Well, no, it seems like a lot of women in America want you for your money too. Okay? So I just want to talk about that. And it's a sad situation because, you know, a lot of black men, you know, we do see a lot of black men die broke, but a lot of black men don't die broke because they die broke. They die broke because they mismanaged their funds. Mismanagement is different. If you die broke, it's not because, you know, someone made you do it. You led yourself into a situation. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. Check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high. I'm out.